Alright, welcome back everybody. Been a little while, been a week or two since we posted a video, and we're out here today. We got our last one of our last runs coming up. We got about 26 days worth of trapping, some specialty trapping, so we're not going to let y'all in on what it is just yet till we release the video, and hopefully we'll have plenty of action on that. But what we're doing out here today, we got our boiling and waxing and dyeing going on. Just kind of want to give you guys a rundown of how we do it. So what I got here, we got a double burner, a double propane burner, and an old boat seat out of aluminum John boat, you know, just a live well hatch or whatever. It's got a drain plug down here on the bottom. We just keep a plug in it, drain it out every now and then, freshen the water and the dye up. But if you got a lot of traps to do, ooh, that's hot. You got a lot of traps, dude. There's no better way to do it than this. We can put 4 or 5 dozen traps in there at a time. And we got our wax pot going over here. It's about a 4 gallon pot. We're just getting that melted. So anyway, we'll check back in and give you guys a look at that as we keep going. But in the meantime, we're gonna roll some footage that we picked up. Just a couple critters here on this last run. Wasn't quite enough for a whole video, so we're just gonna kind of mash it in with some of this stuff here. So y'all enjoy that, and we'll be back to the trap prep in a little while. All right, we're on our first big piece of property for the day, and we caught a raccoon here yesterday. If you look, we got this road, and there's a little saltwater pond right back here, and this road comes down and it intersects into this big field here, and got a big old bobcat this morning. Nice big tom. Anyway, got a good back foot catch on him with a MB 450. Oh yeah, he's in there good. So anyway, remade this off a raccoon. Yesterday we had the raccoon right over here, and he just tore the ground up real bad. I just barely moved it outside the circle and picked up this big cat. So anyway, we're gonna grab some still shots, keep moving. Doggy. Oh, doggy.
Doggy.
All right, so we're still on the springtime coyote trapping here in South Carolina. We're down here in the low country, and around here everybody does control burns this time of year. As soon as quail season's over, just about all these big plantations, they do these big control burns to mostly trying to kill the sweet gums and all the little undergrowth and stuff that's undesirable for quail hunting. And then they'll come back and they'll plant, and you know, all the little new green growth will come back up for the spring, for the turkeys and things like that. And I have found that if you trap these burns, especially when they're fresh, you know, just a day or two after the burns, we have a really good, a pretty good chance of catching major predators along these burns, just because of all the rodents and the mice and the rabbits and everything that get exposed during these burns, and they get killed during the burns. The coyotes are out here just scavenging. So what we got here, we had a dirt hole set right here on the inside curve of this road. It's hard to see him because he's not being very photogenic, but we got a coyote. Got a coyote down here in the ditch. Looks like a male. I haven't really been able to tell yet, but anyway, nice. Man, he is super caught in that Bridger 175. I mean, his toes, back toes, are still touching the pan there. I don't know how well you can. Yeah, he's in there. And he's pretty docile, man. He's pretty chilled out. He just wants to get away from me. So anyway, we're gonna try to grab some still shots. This guy might not be what you're typically used to with my still shots, because he won't get out of the ditch. Oh yeah, got to get his 5 seconds of fame there. So anyway, we're picking up coyotes in the springtime, man. Good stuff right ahead of the fawning season and the turkey hatch and everything like that. So this is a humongous help, especially this time of year. Anyway, trap those burns, trap those intersections, and tight chains. Okay, so we're finished up with the dyeing process. We got our burner over here, we got it turned off. We got a few traps sitting here, got a few traps waxing. Got a few that we've already hung here, and we've already put a few in the box here too. So one question that I had when I got started out trapping, you know, going through the learning how to prep everything and all that, was how long do I let my trap sit in the wax spot? And the answer to that is as long as you want. As long as you leave them in there long enough for the actual metal of the trap to heat up and become about the same temperature as the wax is. And the reason for that, if your wax isn't hot enough, or if you don't let the trap stay in the pot long enough, got a little trap dye splash on my nose there. If the wax isn't hot enough, or if you don't allow the trap to sit in the pot long enough, you will get this white, thick white clumpy layer of wax on the trap. And I mean, it's okay, it works, but it's really, really thick. And what you want is just a nice thin coat of wax on those traps. And what the purpose of the wax is just a lubricant. It speeds up the trap, and I mean, it speeds it up enough that you can see it with the naked eye. You can see the difference in a wax trap and an unwaxed trap of how quick they fire. So just allow those traps to sit in there, you know, 2, 3, 4 minutes maybe in the wax, just long enough, like I say, where that metal gets hot and you get that nice, real thin layer of wax over your traps.